Go.
Hi, my name is Milton, and my testimony is that several years back, went to the doctor, and I told him how I had a feeling of numbness, much like you get from having your leg crossed too long, going to sleep. I had that in my torso. What the doctor did was they immediately took a blood test, and what they let me know was that my red blood cell count was very low. I actually had about 1/3 of the red blood cells that I was supposed to have. They immediately gave me a transfusion of 40 units of blood that night. Over the course of the next few days while being in the hospital, I had a bone marrow biopsy. That bone marrow biopsy led to a diagnosis of what's called Waldenstrom's macroglobulinemia. Now, this came upon me when I was age 49. This is a disease that I'm told normally comes across Caucasian men in their 70s. That being said, all I could ask is, how did this occur with me? The specialists that I then saw after that were oncologist hematologists. And I knew enough to know that an oncologist is a cancer doctor. So as they were prescribing chemotherapy for me, I wanted to know exactly what was going on. Well, effectively, I was not making new red blood cells. After several rounds of chemotherapy and a few more of blood transfusions, the doctors decided that to treat me, they would offer me a bone marrow transplant. So after about 11 months of the other treatment, I went through a series of tests, went through just about every possible scanner that you could think of in a major medical center. And bone scans, what are called MUGA scans, just about everything. They put in dyes, they irradiated blood and also put that back in so they can take pictures of what was going on with me. 1 month after that, I was introduced to Tahitian Noni juice. And I began taking that product to keep myself on a discipline that I could do. I would take 3 ounces every morning. 97 days after I began taking that on a regular basis was when I went to the bone marrow transplant unit in Seattle, Washington of the Veterans Administration. All the tests I'd had the prior November, they gave them to me again, and they effectively told me that I was in remission and I could go home without the surgery, without the high-dose chemotherapy, without the radiation, without being prescribed 24 prescription drugs every single day for the rest of my life that might have been 5 years or less from that point. That's been over 7 years ago. I have not had chemotherapy in over 5 years, and I'm very happy to be a person that uses products from Miranda.